Honourable BAFEM. I like to call you BAFEM, sir.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Happy Sunday to you.
Yes, sir. Today is the 8th of May, 2022. First of all, sir, I'm going to be frank with you. There is an unsubstantiated talk that you have left APC. Can you speak on that?
Yeah, thank you, Bjorn. It's a pleasure talking to you this morning and having this opportunity to actually clear the air. I really don't know where this is coming from, and I'm a core party person, and I want to refresh your memory back to 2014 when we were running for the governorship. Everybody, after John Kayode Fayemi had lost the elections, everybody jettisoned Ekiti and that moved out to either Lagos, Ibadan, or Abuja. The governor himself was the minister then in Abuja. And this state was left solely to the affairs of the sitting governor then, unidentified. I think I took the bull by the horn, ran this state for about 3.5 years, 177 wards, 3 or 4 times before the primaries. We thank God the governor won the primaries, and the primary was keenly contested amongst 33 people. He became victorious. Even the leadership of the party at the national felt we weren't going to win the elections. But I want to clearly remind you that all of us, not excluding one, sat together, worked for the emergence of the governor at the general elections. We won with about 13 to 15,000 votes, right about the lowest in the history of this state. I just wanted to say this as a background for you to understand where I'm coming from. And by the grace of God, I made the slot to be a member of the House of Representatives by God's grace and the benevolence of His Excellency Dr. Kayode Fayemi. We have done tremendously well. That much I can say. All these things are seen by the people of Ekiti. I've done 122 employments, federal employments in Abuja. I've done several roads that we brought to this state. We've given solars around the entire state. The metropolis of Ado is totally lit up. Even when we don't have 24-hour electric supply, we gave solar as an intervention to such things. And we've done several empowerments for people. So one wonders, at this time when we're getting into another election season, while it could be concocted together that a person of my stature, my political stature within the state, a member of the National Assembly, would want to jettison the party for what? Because I contested an election with Bao. I have a very great and sound relationship with Oyibanji. He has come to this residence twice. I've been to his place about 3 times. We speak on the phone. And I am a major supporter, astute supporter of him winning the next governorship election in the state for stability, continuity, and good governance. So one is surprised when we heard the story. I think the story broke out yesterday. Some people sent me a picture of myself and in a poster depicting the fact that I'd gone to SDP as a candidate, and I started laughing because I don't want to join issue with anyone. But you are a strong brother of mine, someone who has always loved my person, and I can't shut up when you're asking such a question. For me, a very, very important point for us all to understand, as a lawmaker in Abuja, if you want to move away from your political party, I've seen it done by several people in the National Assembly. You don't do it in local governments. The first announcement comes from the floor of the chamber, the Halo chamber. A letter be written from the person who wants to move party. He would write a letter to the Speaker of the National Assembly, the House of Representatives, and the letter will be read on the floor.
Please say that in Yoruba for our audience, please.
Ẹ ṣeun, fún ẹni tó wà nínú ipò tèmi tó bá fẹ́ fi ẹgbẹ́ sílẹ̀, mi ò ń ṣe ẹni jẹpẹrẹ nínú ẹgbẹ́ mú ní ibi tí mo dẹ̀ ti bá dé nínú ìṣèlú láàrin Èkìtì àbí ní ìlú Àbújá. Tá a bá fẹ́ fi ẹgbẹ́ sílẹ̀, kí ni o máa kọ lẹ́tà? Wàá lọ mú ránṣẹ́ sí abẹnugan ilé aṣòfin. Abẹnugan máa wá ka lẹ́tà yẹn ní gbangba lójú gbogbo àwọn mùtúmùwà, 360 members. pé ẹni báyìí o fún ìdí báyìí o ó lóun ṣe ẹgbẹ́ tó ń wà mọ́ bó ṣe ń ṣe nìyẹn. I want to beseech everybody and appeal to every loving member of this party. Dispel this news and this information and these rumors going around. For me, I have as I speak with you, my form is presently in memory, being signed by members of the party.
Elections, that's the primaries.
Yes.
Is coming up in about 2 weeks' time.
Yes.
And I am putting it to you, sir, this question. Again, that there has been unsubstantiated talk that you have not collected a form to contest in the coming primaries in APC. Can you please, again, sir, clarify this point so that people know your position, particularly your supporters?
Thank you so much. I want to give you visual backup to anything that I say. My form was collected over a week ago, and this is when my form was being collected. That's my SLA.
Brilliant, sir.
And this was collected in ICC in Abuja.
Excellent.
You can see this clearly. You understand? So I've had my form. The only person who collected this form before me would be Wumi Ogunola, because I saw Honourable Wumi Ogunola. Look at it. The list of those who had picked up the form, you can see it clearly here. When I picked up my form.
And the date.
And the date on it. My ward chairman, Shegu, called me that same yesterday that some two hiluxes, a white one and a black one, drove to the local government asking for him. And when they saw him, they said they brought a document for him to sign. And he asked, because unfortunately in our party, this is why we always say, whoever we want to appoint in positions should be read to at least a level so that you can speak or read.
Or to document.
Or to document. So the guy asked a very simple question. What am I signing? And the people who came said they wanted for him to sign that, to confirm that BAFEM had left APC for SDP. And they offered to give him 300. I will call him now again.
300,000.
And told him that he could go and pick up 1,000 blocks from someone who does block factory in our area. But this is my ward. Probably if they had gone to another ward, the chairman probably might have signed.
Yes.
But being in my ward, my chairman refused.
What's your, when I say contribution, sir, it goes beyond material. What is your contribution, and what will your contribution towards the success of Bao's victory? What would it entail, sir? What can we expect?
My brother, I want to take you a little bit back again to when Governor Fayemi won the primaries 2018. This would be a leverage for you to understand where I'm coming from. 2019. It was in this same residence we brought the old teachers of the state to in my basement. Representatives of them, about almost over 100.
I think I was there.
Yes. The wife of the governor came. The governor himself came. My network, political network, is not limited to, neither is it limited to my federal constituency. It spans around the entire 16 local governments. Because why? One, I'm a seasoned politician. I've been in this game since over 20 years. And most importantly, I've now contested for governor in this state twice, with a very resounding structure. So I have a followership that is unquantifiable within the state. It's not about pride. So my acceptance of Bao as the candidate of the party is not just limited to material things like you said. We will put the entire structure behind it, which we have done. We have told them classically and categorically that when this party speaks, we all go told straight to the party, leadership of the party. So Bao is now the candidate of the party. We have told all our support base from all the 16 local governments to work assiduously for his victory. So going away from material things that we're still going to contribute to the election. So for me, I need to re-emphasize that I'm not just limited to Federal Constituency 2 in the South. I span around the entire 16 local governments. And that's what the support base were given to me.
Position. Can you tell them that there's light at the end of the tunnel, so to say?
Without a doubt. My brother, I've had several meetings with stakeholders in the local government, our traditional rulers, our youths, market women, students, and all that. I've done it twice. I've brought BEDC to them. I've raised this particular thing on the floor of the House on 2 occasions. By the grace of God, the Speaker of the House of Assembly has helped put up a committee headed by one of our members, the Chairman of Power, to meet on this particular issue. This goes beyond a lawmaker. If it's an issue of funding, I can commit my entire 2, 3, 4, 5 months' wages to make sure light comes to the local government. Don't forget, we are, by the grace of God and the judiciary, we have Honourable Senator Mr. again in the local government. So it should have been an added advantage. If it was something that money could buy, we would have bought lights. If it was something that influence or the way the youths are going about it, saying that we have so many people in the local government and we still don't have lights. We have so many people in Nigeria, the president still does not have control of epileptic electricity in Nigeria. These are things that have gone beyond the normal sphere of thinking of humans. We are working on it. We've gone as far, myself and the lady, we've gone as far as meeting independent power supply people to see a way of actually bringing solar, alternative electricity to the local government. And that was why I told you we've done solars. If you get to my local government between 7 in the evening,
it's lit up.
Lit up like there's light all over. The only thing that does is at least it gives us light for people to move around. Obviously, it doesn't charge the basic things that we use for our businesses. And we're still telling our very good youths to relax themselves. There is going to be, like you said, light at the end of the tunnel.